Okay, well, we've talked about this one, mistake number 9, but with particular reference to second marriages, people already bring their own children to the table. And what they want to make sure is that their respective children are protected and receive their share of the inheritance. And when one spouse goes and leaves the money to the other spouse, the children of the first spouse may accidentally or on purpose be disinherited because things change. Maybe a new spouse comes into the picture, and before you know it, your children wind up with nothing. And it's really a sad situation. So the way we deal with that is through these protective subtrusts I mentioned earlier. That family trust that pays out to the surviving spouse and then to the children, that's a great way to make sure that your money winds up with your loved ones. And both spouses typically feel the same way. You're not trying to favor one person over the other. And this is what you want to avoid: the one spouse leaving your money to their children, or if the surviving spouse is a spendthrift, or if they're just susceptible to gold digging or predatory acquaintances. And that trust I just described to you is the solution. Surviving spouse gets all the income and principal they need during their life, but the money is earmarked to go to all of the children, either equally or however you designate it. In fact, I just had a couple in today that have been married 5 or 6 years. They're about 50 years of age. And she brought most of the money to the marriage. And they have a child together, and one child from his marriage was involved. And their decision was that 80% of the money would go to their child they had together, and 20% would go to his child from his first marriage, because the wife brought all the money to the table. And they were both fine about that. There's a lot of flexibility you can build into these plans. But with the kind of trust planning I'm talking about, they will have that peace of mind of knowing their children will wind up with the money as they want it.